light the first candle of Advent. We kindle it with hope. We long for you to come to our world, to break through and reign with compassion, justice, and peace. The prophet Isaiah cried to God to tear open heaven and come down. He called God's people to do right. Isaiah called them to be refashioned like clay by God, the potter. This Advent we call out to God. Mighty God, creator of the world, break through all that keeps us from you. We ask for your mercy to reform us in your image. This Advent, visit us with your justice, love, and peace. Amen.
Shine on us, O God of justice, guide our path through gloom of night. Bear within us wisdom's glory. Come to us, O Christ the light.
If you'll please stand for O come Emmanuel.
Well, good morning and welcome to St.Barnabas. This morning, our first Sunday of Advent. And it's an exciting time for the church because it's New Year's Day. We begin anew our journey through the events of the life of Christ, and we begin where the story begins. Not quite at the beginning, Genesis 1, but we begin with God's people waiting the promises of God. And that's important in a couple ways. First of all, it's important because it allows us to join in solidarity both with The ancient Jewish people, as they waited in times sometimes of duress, poverty, exile, waited for God to fulfill his promise of the coming Messiah. And it's also a solidarity with those around the world who currently live in these sorts of circumstances. Christians in the church in the world are being persecuted. Sometimes there's economic and financial repercussions. Sometimes there's physical and political, civil proceedings.